Welcome, everyone, to Arlington, Texas at AT&T Stadium, site of this year's Goodyear Cotton Bowl, part, of course, of the college football playoff. Today, we have a top 25 matchup on hand, two of college football's premier teams preparing to battle against one another. As we'll see, the number 24th ranked team in the country, the Army Black Knights, taking on the 14th ranked team in the land, the Notre Dame Fighting Irish. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Chris Fowler, joined here in the booth by Kirk Herbstreit. Kirk, let's get to the action on the field. The Black Knights will kick it away to get this game going. Fields it inside the 5-yard line. Not much on the return. They'll stop him at the 24. Good coverage. So Notre Dame's offense comes on the field first today. And as this quarterback takes the field, eager to see how he plays today, there's a certain gravity about him. You can tell from the warm-up song the way the team responds and rallies around him. Can he come through on a big stage here?
Yeah, this guy is their Superman. And when that opening kickoff is kicked up into the air, his cape goes on. He sets everything into place, gets the offense out of jams, does it in pressure situations. He's the arms and legs of this offensive system, but also the heart of this team.
Notre Dame comes to the line quickly. On first down, why not keep it on the ground? The junior able to bring him down quickly.
Chris, you know, the spread era over the years has always grown offensively, but what I've been always impressed with are defenses that really build their defense to play in space still have an ability to be sound at the line of scrimmage and defend a running game. It's exactly what we saw right there.
Dropping back, it's Leonard. It's a quick grab. They make the stop, but not before a solid gain that time.
Chris, really, that's all you want to see from this offense is the ability to just be efficient. If you can just avoid the mistake, make those first downs, be a great compliment to what you want to do running the football. It's a great chance of putting enough points up on the board to win this game.
Notre Dame getting set with a 1st and 10 coming up. Goes backwards, losing 3 yards there.
Chris, this is what I love to see from a defense is the linebackers are scraping, doing their job, but you need help from the secondary. And when you have aggressive tacklers on the back end, you got a great defense. This time, the secondary makes the difference.
2nd down play coming up for this offense. Handoff from the shotgun. And tackled after a small pickup there. Offense been in reverse here. Now a long way to go to convert this 3rd down. Dropping back, looking to throw for the 1st down. It's an out route, the catch made. Tackle is made, but it's a big gain. Number of the ball to the 25-yard line.
That's exactly what you want to see here from this offense. A big 3rd down conversion. Offensive line did their job, giving a quarterback enough time. Great read, good execution, throws the ball accurately. Now you got some momentum going here on this opening drive.
Fresh set of downs. It's 1st and 10. Off the play fake, looking to throw. Trying to create outside the pocket now. Quarterback gets down to avoid the tackle.
Well, they did a good job of getting pressure on the quarterback, but, man, make the play, bring him down. Instead, they give up positive yards here on the scramble.
Notre Dame now operating in the red zone. Scanning the field, it's Leonard. Makes the grab, a chance to score. Brought down at the 5 after the catch. The offense really threatening now.
Defenses all around the country have got to do a better job of keeping an eye on these little guys from the slot. They can dismantle a defense with their speed and quickness in the open space.
The Irish offense comes up here on 1st and goal. Act on heavy pressure there.
This is exactly how you can slow down the momentum and a rhythm of an offense. You got to get some tackles for a loss and some sacks. This time, they come up with a sack by getting after that quarterback.
So the ball moved back to the 12 for 2nd and goal. There's the snap, and he's looking to throw. Catch made, looking for the goal line. Touchdown, Irish. Strong game by this quarterback.
You talk about the right way to get a game started. This offense put together a nice scheme. They felt comfortable with the script, and they moved the ball all the way down the field. 10 plays, and they get a touchdown. If you're the defensive coordinator, you're back to the drawing board trying to figure this out.
So they'll try to add to the lead now with the PAT. PAT is good. They jump in front, 7-0. Kickoff team has come on the field now to send this one away. Fielded in the end zone. It's Benson. And he stopped at the 18. Returner trying to make a play, but a touchback would have been a better idea. The Black Knights offense gets their first crack now. More of this guys in the country at their position, very aware of each other.
And on the other side, you got a quarterback that has an attitude of he doesn't care. He's confident in his ability to shift and move a defense at will. It's going to be a great matchup.
You know, in the era that we live in right now, everybody wants to spread the field around, try to create space, try to create one-on-one matchups, and the defense has countered over the years by trying to play out wide. But here's a great example. The defense has the ability to play wide, but still be solid at the line of scrimmage, not give up big run plays.
So, Kirk, as we hit the quarter break here, Notre Dame has the lead. And at the end of the first quarter, let's check out the stats so far. Plenty of time for some plot twists here as we begin the second quarter. Offense getting set. It's 2nd down. Quarterback's got it on the option. That's a nice tackle there by the senior. Solid gain on the running play. 3rd down now. To the air, it's Daly. Quarterback escapes the pocket and takes off. They make the stop just short of the marker. It's going to be 4th down and inches to go.
I just love the fact he doesn't take a sack here. In fact, I'm sure he can imagine hearing his coach saying it's 3rd down, do not take a sack. And in this case, he's able to avoid the pressure and get out of there. He doesn't quite get the 1st down, but he does turn a possible loss into positive yards.
And at 4th down, they'll punt it away here. The returner is brought down. Gets us started on the next drive. So here comes the Notre Dame offense back onto the field. The passing game was clicking beautifully in the last drive, right down for a touchdown. Let's see if they can do it again. Picks up 3 yards, so 2nd and 7.
Not exactly the outcome this offense was hoping for here on the option. They didn't lose any yards, which is great. I think they're definitely looking for more from that play.
Getting set. Here's 2nd down. And he drops back in the gun. Caught over the middle. It's Harrison. They've got him at the 48, but that's a 1st down.
How about the offense here dialing up a good zone beater? Let's give credit to the coordinator for calling the right play at the right time and the receiver finding the hole in that zone.
Big guys up front lined up. It's first down. The shotgun handoff here. And just a short gain this time. They're able to get him down.
Nice solid run here by this back. Did a nice job of just kind of finding that lane, pick up some positive yards there on 1st and 10.
Second down after that run on the previous play. Takes the handoff again. And that run produces a decent gain.
No, they didn't bust that for a big play, but it makes this 3rd down coming up a little bit more manageable, and that certainly has a lot of value.
That gain sets up a 3rd down play. Can they pick up the first on the ground? And the sophomore brought down after an excellent run. It's the 2-minute warning of this close, competitive first half.
Chris, the thing that I love about this play is the running back showing great patience and then the vision to find that hole and then accelerate through it for a nice gain.
This Notre Dame offense is moving quickly down the field. Looking to throw. It's Leonard. And he'll loft it to the end zone. Incomplete. They cannot connect on the deep ball.
That ball just seemed to sail on it. You got to make sure to give your receiver a chance to be able to come down with a catch and bounce, because in today's game, man, these receivers make catches like this all the time. And if you put the ball out of bounds, you're not going to give them that opportunity.
Incomplete, so it's 2nd down and 10. Quarterback drops back from the shotgun. Oh, and he doesn't hang on off the deflection there. It's going to bring up a 3rd down play.
Just a great play on the ball by the defensive back, getting a hand on it and tipping it up into the air. Boy, anytime you see a tip go up, often that defense is thinking interception. This one falls to the ground, but the next tip ball could be going the other way.
Drops back, needing a 3rd down completion here. Cannot connect. Incomplete, and now 4th down.
Hey, it's an incompletion, but it's a nice job by the quarterback. I know it didn't pan out, but the most important thing is he didn't turn the football over and he didn't take a sack. It'll give your kicker a chance to put some points on the board if they opt for the field goal here on 4th down.
So the coach will decide to settle for 3 points here. Out comes the field goal unit. This try is no good. And after the miss, it's still a 7-point lead.
Boy, this guy's usually more reliable than this. I thought that was going to be an easy field goal and 3 points, but instead, he misses, so you walk away with nothing.
And the Army offense comes back out onto the field. Well, it's been an entertaining first half. Not much time remaining to cut into this lead. The pass rush closing in. Got him for a sack. A big play made by one of the senior leaders of this defense.
Good pressure here by this defense, but it felt like the quarterback held on to the ball a little bit too long to come up with that sack for the D.
Went backwards on 1st down, so 2nd and long from the 24. Looking to pass. It's Daly. Looking to set up a screen pass here. They bring him down. That's a very solid gain, but still well short of the 1st down. And a timeout is called. Important stage late here in the 2nd quarter. They come to the line. A long way to go for the 1st down, but needing this crucial conversion right now. Running back grabs it on the screen. They're finally able to stop him, but the gain for a 1st down.
What a clutch play here by this offense to convert on 3rd down. I know it's still early in this game, but the fact that they've dug themselves a hole to convert there and keep this drive alive, they got a new set of downs and a chance to dig into this lead.
First down, looking to throw the ball. That's reeled in. It's Stewart. He gains 9, so it's 2nd and 1. And the offense will now quickly spend a timeout. And completion makes it 2nd and short. They snap it. Quarterback looking to throw the ball. Pass ball is incomplete, but there was heavy contact, and here comes the penalty flag. Defender flag for being a little too aggressive. Offense gets 15 and a fresh set of downs. Here comes a first down pass attempt. The sure hands. It's Stewart.
Boy, Chris, great timing here with the quarterback against that zone defense, waiting just at the right time to deliver it into that window to pick up a nice gain.
One more play before they head to the locker room. Timeout is called to talk strategy. Time for just 1 or 2 plays here before halftime. So on second down, they'll try out the field goal unit, trying to get 3 before halftime. And the field goal is good.
Well, Chris, it's a nice kick here to polish off that drive with at least 3 points up on the board.
So here's the kickoff now. Offense settling for 3, tacking on a little bit of momentum before the halftime break. He'll return it from inside the 10-yard line. They finally make the stop after a big play, but time runs out on the first half of play. And then it's going to wrap up the first half here. Let's kick it now to Kevin Connors with our halftime update.
Thanks, fellas. The end of a very entertaining first 2 quarters of football. And I get it. A lot of coaches will say the difference between winning and losing comes down to stopping big plays and getting big plays. But if you ask me, it's more about how good you are on third down and how efficient you are in keeping drives alive. Those 2 stats can help you break the will of even the best defenses and help you come out on top. For now, let's get back to the guys in the booth to start up this second half.
Notre Dame will kick it off to start the second half. Bringing it out, it's Benson. And he stopped at the 19. Good job by the coverage team. And here comes the Army offense onto the field now. First play of the second half is a handoff. And the senior able to make the stop after a short gain.
See, that's how you limit what an offense wants to do. This time, the defense just won the battle up front at the line of scrimmage, not giving up any big plays. Everybody's gap sound, and it's really solid defense on that play.
Here's the second down play. Here's the option play. Stopped short of the marker after just a short gain. So the offense faces a third and manageable here from the 25-yard line. Off play action, he's looking to throw. Quarterback escapes the pocket. On the move, but can't find a receiver, and he's brought down.
Well, they're going to go with a play fake here. The only problem is no one on the defense bit at all on the play action. The results are a big sack for this defense.
And the Black Knights will line up to punt it away. Looking to kick it away for the second time. Returner decides to fair catch this. And the Notre Dame offense back out on the field. They're finally looking to click. This has been a struggle for both offenses so far. Looking for a gap. It's Love.
Hey, it's a great job of this defense containing the running game. But if I'm calling the plays, I'm not abandoning the running game just yet. I think it's important to have some sense of balance. So throwing and running is essential. Stick with it.
What's the play call here on second down for this offense? Using the ground game here. Tailback has the handoff. And that broken tackle will earn him first down yardage.
Look, I realize on any play call, when it's properly executed, it can go to the house for a touchdown. But the runs that really make a game plan work are the ones where you get just what you need. And he barely got the first down, but he got it.
It's a 1st and 10 play coming up for the offense. And there's the handoff. They get him down, but not before he gets to the plus 38.
Nothing better than an offense on first down to be able to pick up big positive yards like that. You can either keep giving it to the back, or it can set up play action and get the defense to come up to the line of scrimmage, and you can throw it over top of it.
Notre Dame getting set with a 1st and 10 now. And the quarterback keeps it here. And that's a solid gain before the defense able to bring him down.
Well, I think we can all see how tough it is to control this guy under center today for this defense. But they did a nice job of keeping him contained. But they've got to stay focused. They can't get lazy because we could see him breaking one any moment against this defense.
A gain makes it 2nd and medium. Offense switches it up here, looking to throw the ball now. Pulls it in. It's low. They stop him at the 22. This offense in great scoring position now.
Just great timing here with this quarterback and his wide receiver to pick up this first down. And really over the years, that's what Notre Dame's looking to get back to consistently, is being able to complement what they can do by running the football and to have a quarterback that can drop back and make the throw like this and keep the sticks moving and keep his offense out of harm's way.
They pick up 4, so 2nd down and 6 coming up. Notre Dame has moved now into the red zone. And they'll run it out of the shotgun. And they bring him down, but that's enough for a first down as the clock runs down here in the 3rd quarter. So, Kirk, as we hit the quarter break here, Notre Dame has the lead, sitting in pretty good position as we wrap up the 3rd quarter. Let's check out the game stats so far. We're set now for the 4th quarter. Who is going to make the crucial plays to take home this W? Looking to throw. It's Leonard. Receiver makes the grab. Brought down at the 7. The completion moves him closer to the goal line.
Love the timing here between the quarterback and his receiver. Pick up some positive yards, and I continue to be impressed with just the chemistry between these two.
Here comes a crucial 2nd down play. Every yard tough to find down here in the red zone. It's a shotgun run call. That's a nice wrap up there by the junior. And they convert here on 3rd down in the red zone. This is a 4-point type of play, touchdown or field goal. Play action fake, looking to throw. And they stop him just short of the end zone. The offense set up with a 1st and goal now.
Oh, so disappointing for this defense. They had the advantage. Good coverage all over the field. It's 3rd down, but they let the quarterback get away, scramble, and pick up the first down. And now it's 1st and goal inside the 5-yard line.
They'll try to run it in on 1st and goal. And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Notre Dame. That's a crucial touchdown, Kirk. The offense padding its lead now here in the 2nd half.
Yeah, you get into this 2nd half, you start to count possessions and how big your lead is. Now that you're up 2 possessions, you can start to play really smart football, not just on offense, but on defense as well.
And they get set now to try the PAT. Extra point is up and good, so the lead now is 11 here in the final quarter. Here's the kickoff team. Let's see if they give the returner an opportunity to bring this back. And he takes this from inside the 5. He'll be tackled at the 17. Strong job by the coverage team. And the Army offense comes back out onto the field. They're coming off a 3-and-out, looking to produce a positive drive here. They're going to run the option. Only a small gain. Now looking at 2nd and 9. And the Black Knights looking to crank up the tempo a bit. Dropping back, it's Daly. And that pass is hauled in over the middle. To get him down quickly, not much of a gain on that completion.
Offensively, you get to the 4th quarter, you're down in a game. You're thinking about vertical shots and getting out of bounds to try to stop the clock. If I'm a defensive coordinator, I'll give that up all game long. Short little routes, tackling them inbounds. Let's keep that clock moving.
Here's the snap. Quarterback drops back. Grab down the middle. It's Stewart. They tackle him at the 38. Solid gain. Nice play there.
Chris, here we are in the 4th quarter. These guys are trailing. Hadn't been a great day, but with this quarterback, he's as gifted as anybody in the country. You never count these guys out.
And the Black Knights with 1st and 10 here. From the gun, he looks for an open man. Nice grab. It's Stewart. And the runner scoots out of bounds after gaining some decent yardage.
One thing I love about this back is how he gets involved in the passing game. Nice catch here.
Offense getting set. 2nd down play here. Looking to throw it again. Pass ball is incomplete. There was a lot of contact. No penalty. Brings up 3rd down.
Well, these guys just continue to struggle throwing the football. You know, whether it's been running the wrong route, the quarterback not being accurate, the offensive line not doing their job. It's been a collective effort, and it's a big reason why they're trailing now in this game.
They're going to throw for it on 3rd and short. Caught near the sticks. It's Reynolds. And he moves the ball across midfield and picks up a 1st down.
I love to see this team fighting the way they are. Picking up a 1st down on that 3rd down shows you they still believe. They still think they got a shot to come back and compete in this game.
And the Black Knights pick up enough yardage to get a 1st down. And that's the 2-minute warning here. This offense desperate to cut into this lead and then try to get the football back. Here's a 1st and 10 play. Looking to pass. It's Daly. Under pressure, just lets it go. Just throws it away, but takes a big hit in the process. Now it's 2nd down here. From the shotgun, drops back. And it's the senior getting home with the sack.
And just like that, you squeeze the life out of this offense. That's another sack by this defense. They have been in that backfield the entire game, and a big reason why these guys are enjoying a lead.
They crank up the tempo here for this important 3rd down play. Pre-snap motion from the offense. Pressure is coming. And the pressure gets to him again.
Well, that takes the wind right out of your sails. This offense is trying to find a way to get back into this game, and another pressure and a sack against their quarterback.
The offense stays on the field, down multiple possessions. Easy choice. Fourth down, looking to throw for it. Oh, and they cannot connect. Really needed that completion. Instead, it's a turnover on downs. And from the shotgun, an inside handoff. Finds room at the 30. They bring him down, but a big chunk of yardage on the play. And now a timeout taken by the defense, trying to preserve as much clock as possible for their offense. Notre Dame now operating in the red zone. On first down, they'll keep the running game churning. Tackle made after just a short gain. And now it's the defense that calls timeout here, trying to get organized and preserve as much clock as possible. Second down after that run on the previous play. Keeping it on the ground here. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1. And now a timeout taken by the defense, trying to preserve as much clock as possible for their offense. So this one is tucked away. Time for victory formation. It's the coach's favorite formation, victory formation. Quarterback just takes a knee.
Glad to have you with us from Inglewood, California. SoFi Stadium, one of the great venues in all of sports, and what has become a terrific bowl game over the last few years, the LA Bowl. Weeks of additional practice and prep for bowl games not only can set the tone for what we're going to see in this game, but for what might be in store next season as well. As we'll see a squad from the SEC, the Auburn Tigers, taking on a team from the AAC, the Memphis Tigers. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, let's get this thing started. Kickoff team is out there ready to get this bowl game underway. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. The Tigers offense takes the field. This has an old-school feel to it as this running back makes his way onto the field, and all eyes are fixed. They are glued on him.
Yeah, the old school, because nowadays it's usually quarterbacks and the other guys that get all the attention, but this guy's so good. He is the focal point. He's the guy everybody's looking to. He's the tone setter. He's the physical bell cow for this team. He will get the rock early and often.
And that's why QBs love their tight ends so much, right? Especially when they're athletic, because they make short throws turn into long gains. Because of his ability after the catch, it's so unique and special. He is dominant in this offense.
To the air, it's Hennigan. Quickly to the tight end. And they pick up just a few on that completion. Well, guys, bowl season is here. Always fun to get these non-traditional matchups that you don't see regularly. What do you guys remember about playing in a bowl?
I think you remember all the moments throughout the season, throughout your career, and it's the last time that you ever get these group of individuals together. You say goodbye to so many people, and it's kind of bittersweet, but always fun, Jesse.
The expressway is wide open. He's brought down, but he's got him inside the 10. First and goal from the 8.
Well, after that last play, you can see how electrifying this guy is and how special he is after he makes the catch. If I'm on offense, I'm trying to find a lot of ways to get him touches in this game.
And the Tigers are threatening on first and goal. From the gun, looking for a man. And that one is picked off in the end zone.
And how about that play by the defense here early in this game opening drive, facing one of the best quarterbacks in all of college football, and they're able to get an interception. That is going to be massive for their confidence in this game.
The offense set for a first down play. He'll keep it himself. May not be the most memorable play of the day, but it's important as he gets him out to the 25-yard line. David, given the fact that you are a devoted helmet head, I'm not sure that you're aware there are a lot of other festivities around the bowl game. Did you ever experience any of that?
Of course I'm a helmet head. Yeah, spot on. Agree with that. But here's the thing. We did a meat-eating contest at the Outback Bowl my senior year. Which squad could eat more steak from Outback? It was absolutely amazing. So I experienced that in all of its glory.
I just love quarterbacks that aren't greedy and that aren't always trying to throw the home run ball, right? Second down, you're in your own end of the field. The guy you want to throw to is not open. Just find the back. He'll go do something positive with it. This guy is a weapon, and you got to find him in the passing game.
From the gun, the running back has it. Good pickup on the ground, and they'll mark him down at the 39.
I like this guy as a running back because he can run between the tackles and he can also go outside. He can really do it all.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Looking for a man, it's Thorne. And he got a hand in there, knocks it away, incomplete.
Defense, we're always trying to get some tips. You know, break on the football, get a tip, get it up in the air. Nice job by the player breaking on the football and forcing the incompletion.
We'll see if they go back to the air after the incompletion. It's 3rd and 5. Looking to throw on 3rd. Lofts one high and deep. And they can't hook up on the big play, and that brings up a 4th down.
When I'm an offensive coach, I'm going to take shots. I'm going to take those 50-50 balls, and most of the time I'm going to trust my wide receiver to come down with it. The defensive back said, no, sir.
Auburn's going to have to send out the punt team. They'll have to punt for the first time this afternoon. Here's the fair catch, and he'll make it close to the 20-yard line. Memphis has the ball back, and the offense ready to go to work. That last drive was a punch in the gut, throwing the pick in the red zone, Jesse.
Yeah, and it just seemed like there was some miscommunication down there in the red zone. David, this drive, the QB and receivers just have to do a better job
chance to score, but we can't let those opportunities slip between our hands. Let's go get some points.
Solid pickup of 4 on first down. It's 2nd and 6. From the gun, the running back tries to hit the hole. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
And when you play defensive end, it's all about getting off the football. You can tell, gets off the football really fast, gets in the backfield, gets the running back before he knows what hit him. What a play by the defensive end.
They line up, and it is a long way to the sticks from here. On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. And the senior would love to have that one back. Just a little too much on the pass.
Well, the good news is he did a nice job reading the coverage. He knew exactly where to go with the football that time. Just a little bit too much on that pass. You wonder if that's just nerves. He's got to settle himself down a little bit.
Memphis will be forced to punt. He's got great speed. Really explosive when he gets his hands on the ball, and he found a couple of crevices and made a nice game before being run out of bounds. Caught in the backfield, it's Hunter. They get him down after he makes the catch. You know, sometimes even a short game like that can be used to set up something bigger later on.
No doubt, Reese, they can pump that and take a shot down the field. And don't worry, they're going to go back to that same play because they know this guy with the ball in his hands is dangerous. He makes one guy miss, he can take it to the house.
Caught behind the line. It's Lambert-Smith. They make the stop after the catch, and still some work to do to pick up that first down.
Well, we knew coming into this game, this offense was going to try and get this receiver involved and get him involved early. So here they are just finding an easy completion. It's not a touchdown, but they just want to get this guy lathered up and get him into a win.
3rd and short, coming from the 34. You wonder if this is 4-down territory. He'll pull it on the read. He's got enough for the first down. They'll spot him at the 24-yard line. It's been a defensive battle through the first period, and the stats tell that tale. Sometimes you see the offenses sort of settle in, find areas to probe after that first quarter. A little pre-snap eye candy for the defense. Fires to the wideout. Makes the grab, and he will score! Touchdown, Auburn!
Can't start a game any better than that. Defense gets the stop, gives it back to the offense. You march down the field, you score. They're in a great rhythm now on both sides of the ball.
Lining up to add another. And the extra point makes it 7-0. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And they finish things up with a dart from 24 yards out. Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Here comes that Memphis offense back onto the field. Just ran him over. Knocked down after picking up 5 out to the 24.
I know the passing game sells and the passing game is exciting, but it's not exciting to get 5 or 6 yards a pop on the ground, but it will be very successful.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Trying to impose their will with the run. And they'll bring him down, but not before he picks up the first down.
And here we go. If you're an offense, you got to get that ground game going so you could have some balance, and then you give it to your quarterback, Palmer, and let him make some plays down the field later on.
Yeah, exactly. Coming into this game, this offense knew they were going to have to some way, somehow, at least establish a semblance of a running game for exactly what you just said. You got to be able to use play-action pass later in this game to get some explosive plays down in the field, and it's a play like that we just saw, which can help them get that going.
The incomplete pass leaves him with second down. Back to throw, it's Hennigan. Got it set up on the outside. Didn't have much room to run and not a whole lot of help. Short gain there and still plenty of ground to cover for the first down.
And so many things have to come together perfectly for a screen to work for big yardage. And they were close. You could tell that almost busted, but they just got wrapped up, got a little bit of yardage, but they really wanted that one to be a big gainer.
On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. Got the quick pass. Man, you have to do everything in your power not to let your momentum carry you out of bounds short of the first down marker.
And I would argue, too, maybe you run your route a little bit deeper. You got to understand where the first down marker is and where I got to get to. But, yeah, I'm not running out of bounds. I'm lowering my shoulder and trying to get as much yardage as I can to make this 4th down manageable.
Fair catch, called for and made. And now here comes that Auburn offense onto the field again. Jesse looking to take it down the field for back-to-back touchdowns.
I think it's really important for them moving forward, too, to have a lot of bounce, right? You want to...
Got a lot of running room. He's at the 40. Running inside the 20. He's all the way down to the 3. Showed it all on that run.
This guy strikes fears into the hearts of every defensive coordinator, David, with that speed. If you give this guy any open grass, man, he's gone.
It's just silly. Look at the angles, people trying to catch him, but he's got so much juice. He can outrun those angles and make enormous plays.
Didn't take him long to get into the goal-to-go package. Here they are on first down. Movement here from the tight end. With the run on 1st and goal. He works his way ever closer all the way down to the 1-yard line. Now on 2nd and goal. They'll run it. And he takes it to the house. Touchdown, Tigers. That touchdown puts them up by at least 2 scores. Too early to say it's over? Probably, but boy, it's starting to feel that way.
It might not be over, but you're in trouble, and you better find some answers really, really quickly. This team is putting everything together, and right now you got nothing going. Come on, give me something.
Ready to try the point after. And the extra point pushes the lead to 14. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And they capped it off with a 1-yard plunge. About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown. On the run from inside his own 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Memphis has the ball back and the offense ready to go to work. Handoff from the gun. He locked up and held on to bring him down. Now we'll get a chance to see if they can answer that last score, trailing by 14, Jesse.
Yeah, and at this point of the game, I feel like offensively, you should go back to what's been working for you in this game. Don't be afraid to dial up plays that you've already had success with, running it and throwing it. It's okay to repeat plays down 14 at this point.
And I would also say, Palmer, kind of understanding that my defense is not playing great, so I know offensively I got to put some good possessions together here, make something happen on this side of the football.
Yeah, and you're going to see this offense find different ways to get this running back involved. It's not just going to be on handoffs, and they're certainly going to line him up in different places and even throw him the football. But the screen game's a big part of it, too. They're trying to get him going there.
They line up with some serious work to do if they want to convert this one. Dropping back, it's Hennigan. Throws to the wideout. He's got it. Good call, good execution as they move the chains, and they have a first down at the 38. These two guys, just on the same wavelength, they make clutch connections all the time.
And that's practice, man. That's all summer. That's all spring. Just so many hundreds and thousands of balls where you know exactly when that guy's going to break. You know he's a stud. You're going to feed him, especially on these third down situations.
And the quarterback is snowed under.
And nice answer by this defense. You give up a big play, you go take a big play. Sometimes you get down on yourselves and one play turns to two. Nice job by this defense getting a sack, creating some momentum.
They'll try to kick it into overdrive. Clock's running, second down coming. He's looking to throw. Fires to the right. It's complete. Found a bunch of room and got it to the 44-yard line. There's a timeout called as this offense tries to find a way to draw a little closer. They'll throw it on first down. Using the quick game. No chance to run, but they still move it forward.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly. That's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right now.
Memphis wants to move quickly. Looking to pass on second down. Makes a connection. Knocked down at the 24-yard line, but it's a big gain. 15 yards on the play, and this offense is in business. Memphis coming to the line with a fresh set of downs. Wants to throw on first down. Catch in the middle, it's Banks. They make the stop right there. Good pickup, and still short of the first down.
That quarterback has a hose. That dude could throw it through a car wash and not get it wet. Great job of putting that ball on a line to his wide receiver.
Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. Back to pass, it's Hennigan. Makes his connection. And he'll be marked down, but he's got enough to move the chains. Here's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half. They'd love nothing better than to add a 3-ball here before the break. And the kicker delivers the 3-ball to finish off the drive. And the field goal to end the half takes us to halftime. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update.
Reese, we figured we might get an LA Bowl that would have social media buzzing, and through 2 quarters of football, indeed, that is the case. Talk about a first half from that dude out of the backfield. He's been a total game changer. And how many top plays moments have we seen on missed tackles alone? Video game moves from one of the shiftiest players in all of college football. With that said, let's send it back to Reese and the guys for the finish of the LA Bowl.
Memphis about to boot it away to start the second half. On the move from inside his 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. And Auburn is ready to go back to work on offense. He'll do it himself. Really nice stop there from this senior leader.
Well, the QB decided to keep it on that one. And listen, if you had his athleticism, you'd want to keep it too. Almost every time they run these types of option plays. But he's just going to have to do a good job of understanding when to hand it off, when to pitch it, and try to keep this defense on their heels and read his keys. He's got a lot of talent. Just got to make sure he's making the right decisions moving forward.
Fires into traffic, picked off. A return there would have just been icing on the cake. They'll just have to settle for the cake at the 23. And on the opening drive of the second half, you've made adjustments, but sometimes you underestimate the fact that the defense is ready for your adjustments.
And they've made their own adjustments as well, and they're allowed to sit there in the locker room and think and wonder about how you're going to adjust. Great job being ready to go at the start of the second half by the defense.
And the offense heads out onto the field to get the drive started. He wastes no time and comes out throwing. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on first down, second down coming.
This defense has a lot of speed, especially in the secondary, and you saw that speed. That defender got to that receiver so quick, and because of the hit, incomplete pass.
Looking at second down. Back to pass, it's Hennigan. Got his man. Finally run out of bounds, but he has this offense rolling with a first down.
I'll tell you what, that's great execution between the QB and receiver. They look like they could execute that throw in their sleep. The quarterback took his steps, threw it on time. Great route by the receiver. Nice job securing the catch.
On first and goal, let's see if Memphis can get it in the end zone. They'll go with a direct snap. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Tigers! Well, 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 somebody's been doing their box jumps.
You ain't lying. Getting up in the air. Hey, listen, I'm taking a picture of that, saving it. That might be my screensaver on my phone. That vertical way up in the air.
They'll try to get the two-point conversion here and make it a three-point game. They'll run play action. Quickly complete. He's not quite going to get there, and the try for two fails, and they are unable to cut into this lead any further. Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive. And he takes this from inside the 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. Now here comes that Auburn offense onto the field again. Out of the gun, they'll run it inside. And maybe they want to try somewhere else because there is nothing doing in the middle of this defense.
Defense is about firing off, hitting the offensive guys and staying in your gaps. Everybody knowing where they're supposed to be. You could tell the defense, everyone was right where they're supposed to be, nowhere to run.
Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. From the gun, running back on the move. Stacked up after gaining a couple to the 23.
This offensive line better figure out a plan for this D tackle. He is tough to block with one guy. You might want to start double teaming him. He's going to be a problem moving forward. You saw all of his ability on that last play.
A 3rd and long coming up here. To the air, it's Thorne. And he just throws it away. That is not what you're looking for on 3rd down. 4th down coming up.
That's why it's so important for this defense to win 1st and 2nd down. You set up 3rd and longs like that. You can show your exotic looks. You can get the pass rush going. Everybody in the back end expecting throw. And that's how you force incompletions and force 4th downs.
Auburn sends out the punting unit. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. He'll bring it back. It's straight. Coverage team able to put a stop to that return at the 42-yard line. Here comes that Memphis offense back onto the field. They took it down the field for a touchdown the last time they had it, and now an opportunity to take the lead in this football game.
So they got to be feeling good. They did their part, score. Your defense does your part. Jesse, this offense, keep that momentum. I would say stay aggressive here.
And just keep doing what you were doing on that last drive, right? Well, whatever was working for you, just go back. Keep using those same playmakers to allow you to go down here and score a touchdown.
From the gun, running back gets to give. And a good, solid pickup before the defense cuts him down.
It's a nice gain, but the big theme here is they just haven't been able to get the run game going on offense. They've been very one-dimensional. They're just not being physical enough at the point of attack.
Ball spotted right at midfield as they try to convert third and short. They'll stick to the ground looking for the marker. He'll be stopped short, picks up one, but they're facing 4th and 1. Memphis will send the punt team onto the field. Boy, they had a chance to track that thing down, but it bounces into the end zone for a touchback. And Auburn is ready to go back to work on offense. Unloads to the wideout. It's caught downfield. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
And there was no question in that scenario. That's where the quarterback was going. He knew he had his receiver in a matchup that he liked, running a route where he would find himself open. Nice job between those two.
Big play to start this drive. Now they'll snap it from the 39. From the gun, leaves it on the inside with the back.
Well, this offense came into the game knowing they wanted to be physical. They wanted to establish the line of scrimmage, and they're running downhill right at this defense, and they're churning out positive yardage early.
After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. Out of the gun, the inside handoff, looking for a crease. Puts one in the spin cycle. He makes the stop at the 43-yard line. It's a pickup of 15, and they've got it in plus territory.
Another good run. Man, he has been picking up yards in bunches today. Jesse showing off all the skills.
And he's showing no signs of slowing down, David. This guy just gets better as the game goes on. He is a beast.
Comes out throwing on first down. Trying to get to him. And this sophomore able to wreak some havoc and get the sack.
Well, it's been a little bit of a seesaw here the last two plays. Offense gets a chunk play, and then the defense gets a sack. Great job by the defense there, turning the page and coming up with the big one.
That's the end of the quarter, and Auburn has the lead. They're sitting in a strong position here with the lead. Let's take a look at our game summary. When you're dealing with a deficit like this, it's all about somebody stepping up to make a play, and you might as well start here in the 4th quarter. Looking to pass, it's Thorne. Fires to the wideout. Got his man! And this defense is a half a beat behind. They just can't quite keep up. They've got it down to the 21.
Well, how about the offense setting that play up? We've seen earlier in the game a couple shorter throws, just trying to suck those safeties closer to the line of scrimmage, anticipating that they would get an opportunity to take a shot. They called the perfect play at the perfect time right there.
On the run, it's Hunter. Knocked down, but not before he crossed into the red zone and picked up 4 yards down to the 17. Solid pickup of 4 on first down. It's 2nd and 6. Off play action. The short hands, it's Hunter. He's really close to that first down marker, but they stop him just a bit short. You can hand it to him, you can throw it to him. Either way, he's making his presence felt.
Those are your favorite plays, Reese, the him plays, right? Finding ways to get him the ball because he can make plays, whether it's running or receiving out of the backfield. They're going to continue to highlight this guy.
And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. Fourth down coming up.
After that incompletion on 3rd and short, it's going to be an interesting decision for the head coach because I know he believes in his guys to go get it here on 4th down and pad the lead, but if you kick a field goal, you make it a 2-possession game here in the second half, and I think that's the right decision.
Splits the uprights. It's good.
Well, that's a huge kick right there because now the opponent has to score a touchdown here in the 4th quarter. That put so much pressure on the opponent now. Nice job by the special teams going out and executing in a big moment.
After putting up the field goal, they're set to kick it away. Looking for those open spaces and opportunity. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. Memphis has the ball back, and the offense ready to go to work. From the gun, he leaves it with the back. That'll be a gain of 5 out to the 27.
Great offenses always stay ahead of the chains. That run right there, now you're in a good position. It's not 2nd and long. It's not 3rd and long. Now it's the whole playbook's open. The defense really has to honor run and pass on the next snap.
Halfway there on 1st down, it's 2nd and 5. Looking downfield, it's Hennigan. Throws to the wideout. Ball in the air, intercepted. Going the other way, and he's got room. And he has taken it all the way back. Touchdown, Tigers.
Man, what a play by this defense. You're trying to get the ball back to your offense, trying to salt this game away and get the win. Not only do you create the turnover, you get the touchdown. Now you take a 2-score lead late in this ball game. This defense just stepped up in a big moment.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point splits the uprights, and the lead balloons to 15. They're about to kick it away, and the defense probably can't wait to get back out there after the pick 6. Fielded in the end zone, it's Banks. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. Here comes that Memphis offense back onto the field. Receiver looks it in, it's complete. He's brought down, solid pickup, but a little bit short of the 1st down.
Well, they've got a ways to go if they're going to win this game. It's all about getting the drive started to come away with a positive play to get this thing going. Let's see what they can do now.
Looking at a 2nd and short now. They'll run it from the gun. They get him on the ground, but not before he gets enough for the 1st down.
Well, the offense knew what they needed to get that 1st down, so they dial up the running play, and they get just enough to keep the drive alive.
Memphis picking up the tempo. He wants to throw. Looking to the big tight end. Nice defensive play to get a hand in there and knock it away.
I think the quarterback's got to do a better job with his eyes, guys. He's already been picked off twice in this game, and that one got swatted away. He's telegraphing where he's throwing the football, and it's making life really hard on him.
After the incompletion, it's 2nd and 10 from their own 25. Misfired on the last play. They'll go back to the air. That pass is incomplete, and they might be fortunate it wasn't knocked free for a fumble. It'll be third down.
Doesn't take this defense a lot of time to get to the quarterback, man. They've got speed all over the place. They hit him so quickly, and because of that, the ball falls incomplete.
Probably the toughest call on the play sheet. Third and long. Ball's at the 25. Unloads to the wideout. Working the middle. He's there to make the stop, but the damage has been done as they pick up the first down on the throw and catch.
I'll tell you, you cannot count this team out because of who's playing quarterback. When this guy's in the game, it's never over. And yeah, they're trailing here in the fourth quarter, but this dude can put up points quickly.
He wants to throw it again. Got it in the middle. It's Anderson.
Well, and here's the problem offensively. Because you're trailing by so much so late in the game, the defense now is going to be playing big zone coverages, and they're going to allow you to throw the ball underneath in the middle of the field, rally to make a tackle, and bleed the clock. It's going to be hard now for this offense to claw their way back in this one.
Let's see what they've got on second down. Looking to throw, it's Hennigan. He uncorks one deep. Caught at the 25. A huge gain on that one before he ran out of bounds, and he has the first down. The Tigers come to the line with a fresh set of downs. They've marched to the red zone, and here they go. Gets it out quickly. They get him down after he makes the catch. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. He's looking for a man on second down. He's got it and still on his feet. They'll get it down to the 8-yard line on that throw and catch, and the defense is backed up against the wall.
I'll say this, man. In college football, you see a lot of bad tackling. You didn't see it right there. That was an awesome job. First off, being there at the point of attack. Once the tight end made the catch, there was no doubt he was going down. Great job form tackle.
They turn to the passing game on third and short. Looking to the end zone. And it's picked off for the third time today. And he's brought down, and this defense gets the ball back for its own.
That should be the nail in the coffin. What a great break on the football. Getting the big turnover. You got the lead. Now just go out there, be smart on offense, and run that clock.
Now here comes that Auburn offense onto the field again. Firmly in control of this game. We'll see if they just try to run out the clock and get out with a victory.
Everybody on offense here should feel really good about their performance today too, David. They had a really good game plan coming into this one, and they went out and they executed at a very high level.
Yeah, lights out, and this game's over. I'm interested to see the philosophy now. Do we keep chucking the pill and keep trying to score points? Because it's the defense's responsibility to stop them, or do they just run this clock and say, all right, we did enough today. We kicked them in the face.
That run epitomizes a veteran, savvy senior who knows how to find space. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. They'll snap it from the 25 here on first down. And this one is just about in the books. The defense can stop the clock one more time as the offense takes a knee.
Welcome, folks, to downtown Atlanta and Mercedes-Benz Stadium, site of this year's Chick-fil-A Peach Bowl and, of course, part of the college football playoff. We've got a really compelling contest here, a team that's earned a top 25 ranking heading on the road for a serious test of their poise and their mettle, as we'll see the number 9 team in the land, the LSU Tigers, taking on a team from the Big 12, the TCU Horned Frogs. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Chris Fowler, here in the booth with Kirk Herbstreit. And I think we've talked long enough, Kirk. Let's get this game going. And the Horned Frogs will kick this away to start us off. And here's the return from inside the 5. And he stopped at the 19. Good job by the coverage team. So the LSU Tigers offense comes on the field first today. And here he comes, the quarterback. All eyes on him. He's the guy that just makes everything go.
Well, this guy's Mr. Do-It-All. It's almost odd to say this about a quarterback, but he truly does. He's the echo of the coach and the connector of this offense. When everyone is hooked up to him, this team operates at maximum capacity, and that usually means their opposition is in trouble. Boy, that's pretty good coverage here by this defense. Not much of a window to throw this ball into, but the quarterback's accuracy and the size of the tight end picks up a nice game.
Second down after that completion. To the air, it's Nussmeier. It's complete. Defense surrounds him. Just a short gain on that completion.
Well, the running back that time just kind of sneaks out of the backfield and shows his hands on that nice catch.
It's 3rd and 6, a challenging spot here on the opening drive. Dropping back, looking to throw for the first down. Going for a big play downfield. This one is broken up and falls incomplete.
Chris, they don't hit this pass, but I love the approach here as a play caller. Taking a shot and being aggressive, getting that ball downfield, stretching that defense. Try to keep those safeties back. It can open up other aspects of your offense.
They bring the punter onto the field now. Fair catch made at the 35. The Horned Frogs offense makes their way onto the field for their first possession. All right, Kirk, let's take a quick look at the impact players for today's game and how they're going to affect the outcome.
These are your leaders on the field and in the locker room. These are your go-to guys, not only when you need a play to be made, but also when you need somebody to rally your team.
And the defense smothers him for no gain.
It was an excellent effort by this defense, just staying in their run fits, holding their own at the line of scrimmage, and then making a tackle. Offense just couldn't get enough of a push to get any yards at all.
And the Horned Frogs will crank up the tempo. They'll run it from the gun. They bring him down, but that's a solid gain on the play.
How about the offensive line here? Just a hat on a hat, opening up just enough room for the back to squeeze through there for a nice gain.
That run, good for a first down. The offense still rolling. Back to pass. It's Hoover. Short throw to the back, caught behind the line of scrimmage.
I think it's important to kind of let your quarterback get into a rhythm early in the game. Sure, you'd love to see the big gains, but plays like this allow the quarterback to get settled into the game, find his rhythm, and then he can make the bigger plays later on.
Offense in hurry-up mode. Try to catch the defense with the draw. And this one goes nowhere. Lucky to get back to the line of scrimmage.
Chris, textbook job by the defense surrounding the runner and preventing that play from being bounced to the outside.
Crucial third down play coming up. Here's the snap, looking to throw. Quick completion to the tight end. And he's tackled just short of that first down marker. Good job by the defense.
Really tight coverage here by this defense. Now, they give up the pass underneath, but do a nice job of rallying to the football to keep him short of that first down marker. And now we've got a decision here on 4th down.
The Horned Frogs will have to punt this one away. Looking to flip the field here. And the punt will land in the end zone for a touchback. Okay, so here comes the LSU offense back on the field. This group is coming off a quick 3-and-out. Can they put something together in this drive? Defense makes the stop after a 5-yard gain, so 2nd and 5.
I think this defense keeps thinking about them throwing the football, and by doing that, they're opening up running lanes. Good positive yards there by the running back.
A gain makes it 2nd and medium. And the quarterback looking to make a play through the air. Caught over the middle. It's Lacey. He's tackled quickly, but the yardage is good enough for the first down.
Well, it's a great completion here. Quarterback puts this ball on the money. And when you talk about LSU and to talk about the history, it's easy to bring up Joe Burrow in 2019. But, Chris, you've been following this as long as I have. You know that when LSU is really dangerous, they get consistent play from the quarterback. It doesn't have to be Burrow, but just a guy that can be efficient, be a good leader, and complement the running game. And
breaks clear. End zone ahead. Inside the 10. Touchdown, Tigers. Made the defense look slow that time.
What a long run for the touchdown. I don't know if this defense was caught sleeping or walking in mud. I can't pick which one. Maybe it's both, because the running back just went right by them so easily for the big gain and a big-time score.
So they'll try to add to the lead now with the PAT. And the PAT makes it 7-0. Now they get set to kick it away. Return starts from inside the 5. And he's tackled at the 21. That's where the drive will start. And the TCU offense is back out on the field. The last possession, they were forced to kick it away. Can they finally get things going this time? And the ball is handed off out of the shotgun. It's good for a 3-yard gain, so 2nd and 7.
With the defense coordinator this week, all week telling us about gap integrity, not giving this running back any creases at all. Really sound defense on that play.
And the Horned Frogs come to the line looking to crank up the tempo. They'll run it here. That's a nice tackle there by the senior.
Well, another short gain for this offense on the ground, and you got to give a lot of credit to the defense. They have really negated that aspect of this offense the entire first half and really making them one-dimensional. And if that doesn't change, I don't know how they get back into this game.
Offense facing a 3rd and long from the 25. What's the call going to be? Dropping back. It's Hoover. Receiver looks it in. It's complete. They bring him down, but that's a good play. Moves the ball to the 39.
That's a great play by this offense to keep the drive alive, and a good find by the quarterback on 3rd down.
And the Horned Frogs come to the line to start a fresh set of downs. Off the play fake, looking to throw on 1st down. Defense is coming after him. Throws the ball away, but not before taking a hit. This should be the last play of the quarter. QB tries it again here on 2nd and 10. The pass ball is incomplete. They took a downfield shot in the final play of the opening quarter. It's LSU on top as we take a break for the quarter. Let's check out the stats now through the opening period. They've flipped ends of the field. We're ready now for the second period. Must convert here on 3rd down to avoid back-to-back punts to start this game. Look at this. He'll go deep again. And the defender gets a hand in there to break the pass up.
Well, Chris, obviously they had to go through the air there to try to pick up this 3rd down and long, but when you're so far behind the chains, you really allow this defense to dictate things, and it allows them to put pressure on your quarterback and can affect the timing, as we saw on this play.
And on 4th down, the punter sends it away. He'll call for the fair catch here. And here comes that LSU offense back onto the field. They reached the end zone the last time out, trying to do the same thing here. He's running out of time here. Dumps a short throw down to the running back. Pass complete. It's 2nd down now. Missed his receiver. It's incomplete.
Well, I'm a big fan of the RPO, but it is a dangerous play for the quarterback. You got to make the right decision. On this play, it just seemed like he was a little hesitant, unsure, and it cost him here with an incompletion.
Offense looking to convert on 3rd and short from the 27. QB decides to keep it here. Tackled at the 32. That's enough for a 1st down.
Boy, this offense does such a great job of putting the threat of the quarterback and the running back on this defense. It puts the defense in a tough spot because it's really hard to take both away. This time, the quarterback gets out and shows you the speed he has as well.
1st and 10 now for the offense. Out of the shotgun, he'll hand it off. The gain is 5, so it's 2nd and 5 now.
Chris, it's the consistency of this back is giving this defense fits. They've got to come up with some changes up front. This guy's already over 50 yards, and if he keeps running the way he is, not only is he having a great day, but it's going to give this quarterback a chance to hit some big plays downfield off play action.
Looking downfield, it's Nussmeier. Airing this one out toward the sideline. But this one is broken up, ball's incomplete.
Well, Chris, the offense takes a shot downfield, and this defender does a great job of making a play on the ball. Not only that, he tips that ball up into the air. Good chance for the defense to come up with an interception there.
After the incompletion, they'll line up now for 3rd and 5. And the quarterback dropping back. That one is incomplete. The defender was right there, and it brings up 4th down now.
It's a good job by the defense here on this 3rd down, and now it's going to bring up a big 4th down play and a decision here for the head coach.
The punt team making their way on the field. And he'll kick it away now for the 2nd time. Running it back, it's Richardson. And the returner is tackled by this punt coverage team. And the TCU offense takes the field. They came up empty on the last possession, forced to punt it away, and they begin to click now. A solid 8-yard gain brings up a 2nd and 2.
Great job by the offensive line here, opening up some holes and giving the running back room to run on 1st down. Plays like this can open up the playbook for the play caller, allow him to make that defense think, are they going to run? Maybe play action, maybe throw the ball downfield.
The Horned Frogs hustle to the line to crank up the tempo. Quarterback will throw it off the one-pass option. And he'll head out of bounds, but not before picking up enough for a 1st down.
Well, this is what coaches love to see. A quarterback with the ability to read the defense properly and then just get it to the open man. Sometimes it sounds simple, but it's tough to execute. This time we have good recognition by the quarterback. Then he gets it down to the tight end. You can see what he can do after the catch.
On the ground, it's Cook. Goes backwards, losing 3 yards there.
Tell you, this defense continues to just be physical at the line of scrimmage. Offense can't do anything on the ground, and by doing that, this defense is allowing their defensive front to get pressure on the quarterback. Every time they drop back to throw, they become a one-dimensional offense.
To throw, it's Hoover. Receiver makes the catch. They stop the receiver, but that's a solid gain on that play.
Chris, that's a great example of his arm strength. He just fired the ball in there much quicker than the defense could even react.
Offense operating at high tempo now, no huddle. Shotgun formation here on third down. And he's going to fling it deep, going for it all here. And it's caught. Touchdown, TCU.
Well, that's a thing of beauty right there. Good job all around. Offensive line gave the quarterback enough time. Quarterback puts it right on the money. And with this receiver running a route like this, makes it pretty simple. All you have to do is get his head turned around, catch that football. He's already in the end zone for the touchdown.
And now here comes the point after attempt. And he knocks it right through. Getting set to kick the ball off now. He'll return it from inside the 5. And he stopped at the 20. Tried to make something happen, but that's good coverage there. And that Bayou Bengals offense is back out on the field. They were forced to punt last time. Can they get this offense going finally? Get some points out of this possession. Quick pass. The catch is made. They bring down the receiver, but that's a nice gain on that play.
Just a good job here by the quarterback. Got the ball out to his receiver. His guy eats up some yards. They stay ahead of the sticks.
Second down here. Time for one more play before the 2-minute warning. We'll take a quick pause before the half as we reach the 2-minute warning. Offense getting set up. Here's second down. Looking downfield. It's Nussmeier. Fires it to the wideout. He's got an open man downfield, and it's caught. Tackle made after a big gain.
How about the arm strength from this quarterback? He really didn't have any other option than to put it right in there and give it everything that he had. Great timing and a good job of squeezing that in between the defenders.
We'll get to the line here in the no huddle. First down, looking to throw the football. And he's looking to make a big play downfield. Tackle is finally made, but an explosive gain. They'll move it down to the 23-yard line.
What a pitch and catch by the quarterback and receiver for a big gain for this offense.
LSU getting set with a 1st and 10 now. Looking to chuck it again. Grab down the middle. It's Daniels. They bring him down after a short gain there.
This is an example of a quarterback and his offense just taking what the defense gives you. Not a huge play, but positive yards. The defense wants to give that throw to you. You take it, get the ball to your receiver, stay ahead of the sticks.
Quarterback wants to throw it on second down. Grab near the sticks. It's Anderson. He'll step out after a nice gain there, and the offense will have 1st and goal.
Well, it's been all passing all the time on this drive. This guy's 5 for 5, and now they're sitting at 1st and goal.
The offense threatening, close to the goal line with a new set of downs. On 1st and 10 here, looking to throw the ball. Makes the grab in the end zone. Touchdown, Bayou Bengals.
You put 5 wide receivers into a formation, that puts so much pressure on the defense. Do you have enough guys that can cover? Quarterback does such a good job of finding the weakness and exploiting it.
Now the all-important extra point. PAT makes it a 7-point lead. So the offense gets momentum scoring before halftime. Now the kickoff. We'll see if the defense can get a stop and preserve that momentum. Looks like the returner will try and field this one. He'll be tackled at the 17. Strong job by the coverage team. And the Horned Frogs offense takes the field now. Let's see what they do here in the final minute of the half. Try to get aggressive and cut into this lead or play it safe. That one falls incomplete. Good defensive play. Brings up second down. Back to pass. It's Hoover. Lets it go quickly. Catch made on the right side. That's a big gain. And a timeout is called to talk strategy. Close game here as we approach halftime. You set it down to the offense. 1st and 10. Here's the snap. Looking to throw here. But they can't make the connection. Ball's incomplete.
Well, they don't make the completion here. The timing seemed to be off between a quarterback and receiver. But, man, this defensive coordinator, he may want to consider getting more pressure on this quarterback by changing some things up. He's got a lot of time back there to throw the ball. And eventually, it's going to cost you.
Offense lines up for a second down play off the incompletion. And he'll set up to throw. Timeout. That's their second of the half. Offense looking to convert on 3rd and short from the 42. Can they make the yardage or face a tricky 4th down decision? Lets it fly to the wideout. It's a highlight reel diving catch there. And a quick timeout call by the offense after the play. So the offense takes the field in the final seconds of the half. Chance for just a couple more plays. On 1st and 10, looking to throw. Makes a quick grab. And he'll make his way out of bounds after gaining decent yardage.
The key here to me, Chris, is the receiver runs a precise route, and the timing is impeccable. Quarterback cannot hesitate, because if he does, it could be pick 6 going the other way.
So on 2nd down, they'll try out the field goal unit, trying to get 3 before halftime. This is a daunting attempt from 54 yards out. Let's see if he's got the leg. Field goal try, no good. He missed it. And after the miss, still down by 7.
That's a missed opportunity for some points here. The way they were moving the football, I thought maybe a touchdown, at the very least 3 points, but instead, he shanks it.
Looks like the final play of the half coming up. Looking to throw it on 1st down. Lofting it toward the left sideline. And the deep shot falls incomplete, but wait, there is a flag on the play, so we'll check that out.
Man, playing defensive back has got to be the toughest job out there right now in college football. You get isolated on islands against these freaky, talented receivers. It's hard enough to be able to stay.
Here's a shot toward the end zone. And he's got it. Touchdown, LSU. A Hail Mary prayer answered. What a throw by that quarterback.
Chris, a great throw by the quarterback is right. Not just the distance, but to put it up into the air long enough to give his receivers a chance to get underneath it. The result, a miracle and a touchdown.
And they'll set up for the PAT. PAT is good. They're pulling ahead now, 21-7. And that will do it for the first half here. Kevin Connors now has our halftime update.
Guys, time for everyone inside that stadium to take a deep breath and digest what we just saw. Talk about a first half from that dude out of the backfield. He's been a total game changer. And how many top plays moments have we seen on missed tackles alone? Video game moves from one of the shiftiest players in all of college football. Either way, it's time to find out. Back to the best in the biz for the start of this third quarter.
The kickoff team out there now to get the second half underway. Returner looking to make a play here. To be tackled at the 17. Strong job by the coverage team. And the TCU offense is back out on the field. To throw, it's Hoover. Fires it to the wideout. And he's got it. And a huge gain before he's forced out of bounds. Big yardage to set up a fresh set of downs.
That is great arm strength and accuracy by this quarterback. And let's not forget the wide receiver's job of bringing it in for that big gain.
And the Horned Frogs come to the line in the hurry-up. Play action here on first down. Quick throw to the left side. But they don't make the connection. That one is incomplete. Second down play coming up. Looking for some space. It's Cook. And the senior able to make the stop after a short gain. Third down. The offense desperately needs a conversion here, trailing in the third quarter. Dropping back. They're going to throw for the first down. Tries to beat the pressure with a deep shot. Incomplete. He was hit as he threw the ball. That's a big third down defensive play.
The quarterback did all he could here to wait until the last possible moment, but he waits just a hair too long, which allows the defense to actually hit him as he throws the ball.
And the Horned Frogs will send their punt team onto the field. He's on to boot it away now. The punt will bounce and head out of bounds. That's right near the goal line. Perfect execution. Okay, so here comes the LSU offense back on the field. From the shotgun, it's a handoff. The pickup is 5 yards, so it's second down and 5.
I'll take that every single time. Offensive line does a nice job up front. This back's vision and ability to get positive yards by lowering his pads on full display right there.
A gain makes it second and medium. Fakes the handoff here, looking to throw it. Looking for the wideout. Easy throw to a wide-open receiver downfield. Tackle made, but it moves the ball to the 25 as they try to get this drive going.
Well, how about that? Another LSU wide receiver makes a big-time catch for the Tigers offense. Oh, just a couple names to throw out. How about OBJ? How about Justin Jefferson and Jamar Chase? All from LSU. And
breaks clear over the right side. Can they chase him down? That's a big gain, finally brought down near the 37.
The defense is spread all over the field, creating some one-on-one matchups, and the quarterback makes them pay for it.
LSU getting set with a 1st and 10 coming up. They'll go with the ground game here. Running back takes the handoff. Defense stops him, but that's a solid gain.
Hey, listen, you don't always have to have big plays to be successful. It's a nice, solid gain here. Keeps you on schedule, and you get ready for that next play.
A gain makes it second and medium. Now they'll run a draw play. They stop him at the 22. This offense in great scoring position now.
Hey, whether it's been on the inside or bouncing things to the outside, this guy has shown you everything that he has to offer, and a big part of the reason why they're enjoying this nice lead.
How aggressive will they be on this first down play? Back to throw. It's Nussmeier. Quarterback delivers complete to the right side. He's brought down after a short gain that's not going to be first down yardage. LSU is now operating in the red zone. Looking for 6. And it's incomplete, targeting a man right near the goal line.
I'm not sure the quarterback makes the right decision on this one. I think if he'd do it over again, he would have found a different target downfield, but he made his decision. That one's incomplete.
So the offense getting set. This is not where you want to be against this defense. 3rd and long. Dropping back, looking to throw for the first down. Looking for his big tight end. Grab down the middle. It's Taylor. Tackles made quickly, but they are knocking on the door at the 8-yard line.
Well, this quarterback is unflappable. Here they are working with the lead in the second half. Get to a 3rd down. You got to throw the football. This is where you trust the quarterback to make a good decision, an accurate throw. He does it, you convert, and you keep working that clock.
Grab behind the line. It's Taylor. And he breaks the tackle on the way to a solid gain there.
But I thought we'd see this tight end all game long within this game plan, but that's just his second catch of the game. The defense has done a nice job of being able to recognize where he is and take him out of this plan.
A solid first down gain sets the ball up close to the goal line. Can they finish it off here on 2nd and goal? They'll try to muscle toward the end zone on the ground. Muscles across the goal line. Touchdown, Tigers. Sam Bam Cunningham, Bo Jackson. That's a play that legendary running backs have made.
Man, let's not forget Herschel Walker. Yeah, it's right. You're thinking of old school running backs. It's very rare to see backs go up and over at the goal line. It's refreshing. Nice to see.
So they'll try to add to the lead now with the PAT. And the extra point makes it a 28-7 game. Kickoff team is on the field. Let's see if they give the returner a chance to bring this one back. He's going to return it from near the goal line. And he's tackled at the 21. That's where the drive will start. And the TCU offense takes the field. The last drive, they came up empty, had to kick it away. Can they come up with something here? Finds an open target on the left side. The Horned Frogs come to the line to run the hurry-up. Back to throw. It's Hoover. Makes the throw across the middle of the field. He pulls it in for a big gain. And that gain enough for a fresh set of downs. Spotted at the 48. It's LSU on top as we take a break for the quarter. And they got to be feeling pretty good about things as we wrap up the third quarter. Let's review how we got here. So one final quarter to play. It's going to take a lot to turn this game around, but strange things do happen in college football. On 1st and 10, they'll look to throw it. And now the ball comes out. A disastrous play from the start.
Well, just like running backs, quarterbacks, when they decide to pull the ball down and run, they've got to protect it. He left it out away from his body exposed, and it got knocked away. He's very fortunate he had a teammate who was able to get on top of it.
That sack sets up a 2nd down and long. From the shotgun, drops back looking for an open man. Caught over the middle. It's Williams. And they bring him down after a solid gain, but it's still well short of the 1st down marker.
Well, the quarterback has just too much time against this zone. There's not enough pressure. It's allowing him to sit back and pick apart this zone defense.
3rd down upcoming after that completion. Dropping back, looking to throw for the 1st down. It's a short completion to the big tight end. Brought down at the 40. That'll be a 1st down.
Really good job here of converting by this offense. And let's face it, at this point in the game, because they have such a big hole to climb out of, they've got to be able to convert and come up with a new set of downs. They do it here. Now they got a real shot to cut into this lead.
And the Horned Frogs are on the move here. Handoff here from the shotgun. That's a nice tackle there by the senior.
Chris, overall, it's been a tough day for this offense, but especially for this running back. Just not able to find any kind of traction at all. And it's made this offense somewhat one-dimensional, and a large reason they're trailing in the 4th quarter.
2nd down after that run on the previous play. From the shotgun now, here's a handoff inside. Goes backwards, losing 3 yards there.
Boy, how about this defense? Just so physical against the run. These guys have not been able to do anything on the ground, and it's because of that defensive line and those linebackers taking away the run game.
And the Horned Frogs looking to use the up-tempo offense here. Scanning the field, it's Hoover. But they don't connect. It's incomplete, and it brings up 4th down.
Boy, this is all about the defense here. Nice stop here on 3rd down, but really it's about trying to get this offense behind the sticks. Once you get them behind the sticks, you can mix up your coverages, really affect the quarterback's eyes and disrupt the timing and the rhythm of what the offense is trying to do. Now we've got another big 4th down coming up.
4th down. He's throwing for it. He's got it. Enough for a 1st down. They've got him, but he easily makes the 1st down, and this drive keeps going.
Finally, good for them. They come up with a big play like this. Let's face it, offense has been at a premium for these guys. You wonder where plays like this have been all game long.
The Horned Frogs will have 1st and 10 here. Quick throw caught on the left side. And the defense swarms, not much of a gain on that completion. Coming to the line on 2nd down. This is important. They want to avoid a 3rd and long. Looking to throw again. Launching one to the end zone. Makes the catch. Can he get in? And he'll be stopped just short of the end zone at the 1.
You know, we talked this week with the offensive coordinator about what makes this receiver so special. He kept referring to his route running. Here's an example of that. Great route, enough separation to give the quarterback a nice lane to throw the football.
There's the snap. They'll set up to throw. Looking to the end zone, but it's incomplete. And a player is down injured after that last play. We'll take a timeout while they check him out. All right, it's 2nd down and goal now for this offense. To throw, it's Hoover. Looking to the end zone. And it's caught. Touchdown, Horned Frogs.
Well, the defense, to me, looked like they may have had a bust. So much focus on the perimeter, worried about the receivers. They lost focus on the tight end. He's wide open. An easy read for this quarterback for the touchdown.
Now the try here for the extra point. The extra point is good. Still a 2-touchdown deficit, 28-14. Looks like they're lining up to attempt an onside kick. And the hands team able to recover the football. And here comes that LSU offense back onto the field. This group has been clicking. They've really built momentum. Can the defense make adjustments? Come up with a stop here. Great cut there. And they'll bring him down after just a short pickup.
Chris, good job here on that stop, but remember the ball is inbounds and the clock keeps moving here late in the game and you're trailing. As a defense, you got to start thinking about utilizing those timeouts. You got all three to use. At what point are you going to start putting those into play?
Second down after that previous play. They'll use that running game trying to bleed the clock here. Catch made, but the defense gobbles them up for just a short gain. And that's the 2-minute warning. And this offense looking to run out the clock and secure an impressive win here today. This is a big third down play coming up. If they can get the stop, you have to believe we'd see a timeout. Out of the shotgun, he hands it off. And moves the ball to the 35, and another first down. And now it's the defense that calls timeout here, trying to get organized and preserve as much clock as possible. That's solid run, good for first down yardage. Offense will keep it on the ground here. Stopped after a small gain, now looking at 2nd and 9. And now a timeout taken by the defense, trying to preserve as much clock as possible for their offense. Important second down play coming up. It's a quarterback keeper. And the senior able to make the stop after a short gain. And now it's the defense that calls timeout here, trying to get organized and preserve as much clock as possible. Not going to be easy here. Backed up a long way to go for a first down. An inside give now from the shotgun. Defense able to stop him. It's 4th down now.
I know this defense worked very hard at halftime to come up with answers on how to try to slow down this running back after the big first half, and he's already at it again.
Linebackers moving around, trying to confuse the offense. 4th down and 2 coming up as they try to keep the drive going. Oh, it's snapped to the back. Gain moves the ball to the 21 and a fresh set of downs. So they get the first down, and that could be the dagger this defense needed to stop right there. The offense can begin to think about celebrating.
What a gutsy call here by the head coach to go for this with 4th down with the lead late in the game. Give them all the credit for the execution. This game's not over, but the defense, the only chance they really have now is they got to rip that ball out and try to get a turnover.